All right, if you would find your textbooks, and your guys are going to turn to page 191, and we're going to look at activity 2.3. All right, so either the PDF at 2.3 or page 191 at 2.3. So strategies for calculating the whole. All right, tipping for service is not a universal standard. So some businesses add an automatic gratuity or tip onto every bill. Restaurants frequently add an 18% gratuity when the group bill or when the groups include 8 or more people. Some hotels, resorts, and service providers close to tourist areas often add an automatic 18% gratuity to the bill. Okay, so the eccentric manicurist and massage therapist at the Sun and Sand Resort earn an automatic 18% gratuity on their service. Determine the value of the services each must provide in a day to earn the desired gratuity. Show your work and write a sentence to help explain your answer. Okay, so we're going to have part over whole equals percent over 100 because that is my proportion, or my equation is equal to part equals percent times the whole. All right. Our goal is to locate the total. We want to know how much of our bill do we need to have, like how much do we need to, spend or like charge, I guess, in a way. All right, so here we go. So our part is, all right, so we know 100, because this is our part, over our total is equal to, well, our percent is 18 over 100. Okay. Our equation, so we know our part is 100, is equal to our percent. So our percent as a decimal is 18 times the whole. Okay. And we're trying to locate what the whole is. All right. So I'm going to go over here off to the side. So I'm going to have 100 is equal to 0.18 times W. And I'm going to divide both sides by 0.18 to get W is equal to, well, I'm going to use my calculator to help me because these numbers are pretty big. Okay. Now, if you were to dividing this on your own, you're going to have 0.18 on the outside, 100 on the inside. Okay. You cannot have a decimal on the outside. You need to move it 2 times to the right. And what you do on the outside, you have to do on the inside to get your decimal here. And you're going to add 2 more zeros. Okay. So I'm going to have 18 and then I'm going to end up with 10,000, which is why I'm going to use my calculator. So I'm going to do 100 divided by 0.18. And I'm going to get $555.56. Okay. So in order to earn $100 from 18% tips, they need to provide $555.56 in service. BICE. Okay. All right. The next one, the manicurist. So I know my part is 150. So I have 150 over my total is equal to 18 over 100. Okay. So I'm going to have 150 is equal to 0.18 times the total. And we're going to figure out what the total is. So I have 150 is equal to 0.18 times the total. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to divide by 0.18 on both sides. Okay, and we're going to use our handy dandy calculator because we know how it would look. So 150 divided by 0.18 to get $833.33. So in order to earn $150 from 18% tips, they need to provide $833.33 in service. Okay. And then the last one here, we need 200. So 200 over W is going to equal 18 over 1,000. Okay. Or 200 is equal to 0.18 times the whole. Okay, so 200 is equal to 0.18 times the whole. And we're going to do the same thing of dividing by 0.18. Okay, so 200 divided by 0.18. Okay, so it's $1,111.11. So in order to earn 200 from 18% tips, they need to provide $1,111.11 in services. Okay. Now, for each of these people, it's going to be pretty easy because if you think about it, massages, they're pretty expensive. You're spending about $100 or $200 for every like 30 minutes to an hour. So being in a tourist area, the massage is that's probably going to work out. Your manicure is about $833. If you think about it, roughly it's about 50 to 90 bucks per manicure for people to go, depending on what you guys are getting. So that seems pretty doable. It might be a little bit hard on certain days. Okay, so some of these are pretty doable. So they're pretty close to accurate as far as what they need to do. But most of the time, this lesson right here just needs to teach you guys, life lesson, is to always look at your bill and look to see if a percent gratuity has already been added, because sometimes they'll add it and sneak it in and you don't see it. All right. And then let's check out the last one. Let's see if we can do it. Crystal says that when she solved the proportion in question 1, she could set up her proportions in any way she wanted because ratios can be written in any way. Do you agree with Crystal's statement? Now, this goes back to, can I set up my proportion? Can I set any of this up any which way I want? Can I do, 100 over 100 and 18 over 18? Is that going to work? Well, the answer is no. You do not agree with Crystal. Okay? No. Ratios cannot be written any way you want. Okay. If you guys have any questions for us, please let us know.